Turn it up. Dollar bets, yeah, we stack it up. Read the lines, read the signs, yeah, we back it up. From the court to the field, watch the money flex. Every play, every move, trying to cash some checks. No guessing, no stressing, just winners talk. Breaking down the odds every time we walk. Big games, big dreams, big bets tonight. From kickoff to buzzer, yeah, we locked in tight. If it's money on the line, we the best at that. Smart plays only, yeah, we all about stats. Beat the odds, it pays. This is all the best. This is dollar bets.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 8 of the Dollar Bets podcast. As I figure out how to, speak words here, alongside with Kevin, who has a special little message for all of you.
This week's episode of Dollar Bets is sponsored by Aspire. If you want a clean energy boost without a crash, check out AspireDrinks.com. Aspire gives you 80 milligrams of natural caffeine, about half most of energy drinks. So you get a smooth, steady energy with no jitters, no crash. It's sourced from green tea. Also, it's got zero sugar, 0 calories, and packed with vitamins B and C. It's lightly carbonated, tastes great with flavors like mango lemonade and raspberry. And it's perfect for the gym, workout, or anytime you need a boost. And we've got a great deal. Head on over to AspireDrinks.com and use code DOLLARBET for 20% off your next order. That's DOLLARBET for 20% off at AspireDrinks.com.
Kevin is just the Mona Lisa of ad reading as I figure out how to say 2 words together. But, well, again, welcome everybody. It's been great. It's been a great week so far. Parlay saved my life last night. And we have a lot to talk about between, the World Baseball Classic, college basketball, and let's start celebrating our Team USA taking home the gold on Sunday, beating those bastards up north. Nice back-to-back for the men's and the women's. And, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, Jack Hughes is probably the new American hero, although Connor Hellebuck probably should get that honor more than anything. But, stopping 42 or 41 shots out of 42. And
That wasn't
unbelievable.
Hellebuck. That was the ghost of Johnny Gaudreau.
Shout out Johnny Gaudreau. Rest in peace. Miss that guy. But
Yeah, man.
what an unbelievable performance by him. That save
That
that he
game
made.
was honestly amazing. That was hands down probably top 3 hockey games I've watched ever in my life. And it was on at 8 o'clock in the morning. Electric.
Which 8 o'clock in the morning, I know we don't, I'm watching football on those London games. They always suck. But honestly, I did not mind it being 8 o'clock in the morning. I think I woke up around 7:45, went downstairs, put the coffee on, and I was just like, all right, I'm hooked. Let's go.
Oh,
I
bro,
want
I
to
was
start
ready to go.
some fighting.
Crazy story about that game. So I was watching it, and I had to go over to my mom's house. Pete was getting the cable box done, but funny story about that. He put the input into the output and was like, it's not working. So the cable guy had to come, but he was like, I got work. You got to stay at the house. And I'm like, all right. So I drove on over there. I'm waiting for the guy to come. Hockey's on. The guy all of a sudden comes in right as the third period is about to start. And he's like working on the TV. And then he hears from the other room, he goes, "At the hockey game?" And I'm like, yeah. And actually, it wasn't about to start. It was about to end. And he goes, "Is that the hockey game?" I'm like, yeah, it is. He goes, all right. He does what he has to do. He fixed it in like 3 seconds, the cable box. And he goes, "Mind if I just stay here and watch the end of it?" I said, "No, by all means." So me and the cable guy are watching the game at my mom's house. And he sees like it goes into overtime. And he's like, "All right, man, I gotta ride back to Jersey. We're supposed to get that heavy snowstorm." And I'm like, "All right, man, drive safe." And I literally stayed there. I was like getting everything all ready because I'm expecting like a great overtime. And then Hughes scores with like a minute and 30 seconds in. And I was like, "Oh, this is great. I get to go home now."
Yeah, and you
But
know what?
I was going nuts.
I was absolutely going crazy as we also had bets on it as well. But watching Hughes' shot go through, who the hell's was it Bennington, right? Bennington's
Yeah,
the 5 hole, and then the camera just like kind of shot up, and I didn't hear the announcement. I just went by like what the fans were doing. So wasn't even
yeah.
sure that he even scored until I saw all
It, wa-
the fans go like absolutely berserk, and I was like, "Oh, well, he scored!" And then I just went
yeah, it was
nuts.
like it was the greatest bang bang sequence I've ever seen. Like it was like pass, shot in, everybody's going insane. And
Yeah,
Miami of Ohio just took the lead. For all of
yeah,
you
I
that
just saw it.
didn't realize,
That's
we all live bet, or me and James live bet. I tailed with him, but I got it at 270. Miami of Ohio money line. Knowing my luck, they'll probably lose in heartbreak
all
fashion
right.
because
Stop! Don't say that.
I
Stop.
think they're frauds.
But it was crazy because usually when any watch hockey game I've seen really, anytime you know Jack Hughes, whoever it is, shoots the puck, goes into the net. You hear a thud, you hear a clink from the side post, and it went in, and or you just hear
Not even
some
that,
kind of thud. You didn't hear anything.
or you'll
So
hear a horn. Like
well, you would
there was
yeah
nothing.
no. I was just like he scored, and then like I said, I saw the fans going nuts, and I was like, oh okay, like awesome, and then I started going nuts, and jump, me and my father jumping up and down and stuff like that. It was awesome. But shout out
Mhm.
Team USA to take home the gold for both the men's and the women's. You know, it's our sport now. Compared to Canada's sport. Maybe they could try again in 4 years or 2 years, or you know. And I don't know if you know this, but Nathan McKinnon just missed another wide open shot. Um, can't talk about being potentially the better team and then miss a shot that Helen Keller can make in her sleep. So uh, it's just don't talk smack when you lose, and don't be top end a little bitch about it. So go
Yeah.
USA.
And
So mhm,
I don't want to get it all political or whatever, but like everything else that came after that was just like what are we
uh,
doing? That's like one of
I
the
don't
main
want to talk
reasons
about it
why
either, but I don't
one of the
disagree
main
with you at
reasons
all.
why I hate social media, because like everything has to be on it. Like a phone call from Trump, and listen, if you didn't know by now that Trump is an asshole, I don't know what to tell you. Like the guy's always been one, even back when he was on The Apprentice, when I would watch it with my parents when I was like 7. Like, oh, okay, it's just the guy he is. You you can't change it. We all have a little bit of douchebag tendencies,
It's just a great moment
but
for the country itself and sports. That just
of course,
why even talk about it? Like it's not worth
yeah.
it. It's not worth anybody's time. It does not change anything. I'm sorry. I'm with you on that, but I don't want
No,
to
it's
be political like you said on this.
no,
It's
no, no,
a
no.
waste
It's a
of
great
time.
thing for United States. It's a great thing, and Mike Tirico said it best. And whether that was off of a prompter or he ad libbed that at the end of the game, but
Mhm.
he's amazing. But he literally said at the very end of it was, nothing brings this country together more than sports. And it's
Yep,
true. Like we could be divided for whatever reason, but like you have United States of America going up in the Olympics for gold, everybody's fucking rocking it. So
yep,
it was just awesome to
absolutely.
see the women beat Canada and win the gold, and the men's beat Canada and win the gold. So
Yep. It's great, and we got to start giving Mike Tirico some more flowers. This guy has been great actually for the last few years. Ever,
oh,
he
he's been amazing since he was on ESPN with Gruden.
yes, absolutely, and it's really a shame that he has to sit next to Chris Collinsworth every Sunday night for football. But like his calls, they're great, and I love Tirico, and I think he's really good. And I think he just needs to get more flowers, for him because not a lot of people talk about him.
Yeah,
But
no, he's great.
yep. So
But yeah, it was a
excuse me.
great Sunday for United States.
hmm So going forward now, you know, from one Olympic game to I guess soon to be another Olympic game, uh, in baseball with the WBC coming up. we talked a little bit about it last week. With I think it's between USA and and Japan, obviously, but USA, you get a lot of feelings that they should win, but with the Scooble News and McLean and Skeens saying like, yeah, they're just going to pitch one time and then, go back to the to spring training. It's like now I'm starting to get a little feeling that it was a couple years ago when they played against Japan, and it was like we didn't have enough pitching to beat these guys. And I'm wondering if they do get to the finals, are these guys going to pitch at all? And if they don't, then they're not going to
Well,
win.
that's my big thing too. Is like, you know, as much as everybody wants, like, you know, to see your players playing like the World Baseball Classic, it's almost like like you really want to see your guys get hurt though, like Scooble, like going out there and then all of a sudden the guy gets Tommy John. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like he blows his arm out. I mean, didn't we see that with Diaz a
Well,
couple years ago?
Diaz was weird because they went nuts because they beat the Dominican Republic. So if you guys don't know,
True.
Puerto Rico versus DR is always a big game, and he struck out the side and on like 10 pitches, 12 pitches when he was his dominant self,
Yeah, it was
and
dominant.
yeah, it was just like that's was Diaz like in 2022, then 2023 before that happened, and he got hurt during a celebration. So it sucks. I wish WBC was played at in November, like during
Well,
the time like baseball ends,
that's what
and
I'm saying. It would be over. You're not like injuries already happened. If players want to opt out of it, they can opt out of it.
yeah,
Um, you know what I mean? And then it's something to keep the players loose for the next
yeah,
season. Like
hmm
you get done with it around, or you could even honestly do the baseball classic before spring training or right after the holiday, like January or something, and then they would still have like that gross period in between and spring training to rest before the season starts. I just don't like it before the season because I wouldn't want any of my players to get hurt.
yeah. I
But
don't disagree at all. It just I don't
yeah, and
understand. I don't understand. I guess the winter ball aspect has to come with it because apparently those like low end those leagues, like a lot of these players, a lot of these young players play in those leagues,
yeah,
and it brings them revenue and money for for the league itself. So that's why I think they go away from it, but also free
yeah.
agency as well. And nobody wants to get hurt right before a payday. So
Oh
maybe
hell no.
these guys should be only the ones that are signed to a contract play. Only ones, make some rules out of it. I don't want to see somebody's season be ruined in March because of some baseball tournament that, as great as it is it really necessary right before the
Like the
season?
NBA Cup, bro.
Yeah, but like those games also count towards like the regular season standings until you get to like the last two. I don't disagree with
Yeah, but
what
it's
your
it's a
point is.
fugazi. It's a fugazi tournament. It's
Oh,
just
1000%. I think it's the biggest, garbage in the world, but
like if you really wanted to implicate, like instead of having the World Baseball Classic, do every 4 years and have baseball be included in the Summer Olympics, and then you give regular players or whatever, like you shorten the season by however many games that it would be for like the Olympics, and then it
mm,
ties it in more of an effect to like want to play and whatever for your country. Like you're still going to be in that mode, and if you get hurt in the Olympics and like say if something happens to somebody like on, granted you're going to be upset, but it's like they got hurt for their country. It wasn't some fugazi tournament before the season even started.
Western Michigan just tied it.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
Nails.
Yeah. All right. Well, 12 seconds. I guess they'll come down there and grab it, Miami.
And
Yeah.
can we talk about the ABS shit too? I have some opinions on that I don't know if you're gonna agree with or disagree with, but I honestly I was watching a game the other night and I'm like, this
mhm.
is just getting ridiculous at this point. Like baseball was doing everything they can to shorten the game, make it go by faster, but now you're gonna have all these batters now tapping their heads, fighting for calls. Umpires are going to be a liability. I saw, I think one game, what is it, where the one umpire, he got like four strikes or balls wrong. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, at what point are we just going to say, screw the umpire, we don't need him? Um, and then I heard that if an umpire gets calls wrong too many times, he gets taken out of that position and it goes to another umpire. Am I wrong?
I think during the game, I don't think so. I think because we
No,
got
because
to.
I swear I could have heard that in the game. And if he gets like two or three calls wrong, that he has to switch out of that head umpire role.
Well, I don't know if it's
That's
like going.
insane.
I don't think it's going to be during the game because you're just there's way too much. First of all, these guys got to go in and out of gear. That's number one. Like to go behind home plate and then go coach first base or umpire second or third. So that's number one. And number two, I these teams have only a certain amount of oh, get in there, let's go. I think I just won.
Oh, Western Michigan just won.
No, Miami, Ohio. The scoreboard fucked up.
Oh, I was about to say, why are they
Yeah,
cheering?
it
And
flipped. Yeah, it
I
flipped. Yeah, it flipped.
I looked. So yeah, so the umpire, he got five calls wrong in four
Mhm.
innings.
Yeah, but
But at what point?
they're not going to do that during the game. So during the game, they only have a certain amount of challenges. During spring training, it's the whole thing. So like they could do it at any given time, anything like that. So it's like unlimited. So it does go, bring a little bit of awareness. Like, oh damn, like they're actually worse than we thought. But during like regular season, they're only going to have one challenge, two challenge, or three challenges. I don't think there's going to be
Yeah.
any more than that. But
Right. Well, I mean, that
I
makes
think
me
this,
feel a little bit better, but still,
yeah,
though, it's like, at what point, if you're going to do this ABS system, then just take the umpires out of the game because then it's just going to turn them into a liability. But I don't like the whole ABS shit. I feel like baseball should go back to, the great American sport that we know it is. Like, baseball has always been about judgment calls. It's always been about like granted, like, do I like the replay assist when it comes to a guy getting tagged out at second or a base? Yeah, that's fine. But like, an umpire's judgment call is what makes baseball great. Like, you could be in the 15th row in the upper deck and call the guy a jerk off because he got the call wrong. Now you gotta, what do you gotta take that back? Like, all right, well, the guy got the call wrong, so I guess he's not a jerk off. So it's like, it's just, I don't want to monopolize a sport that I loved so much as a kid, and like now, like I hate, honestly, bro, I hate the ghost runner on second. I
oh
can't
no,
stand it.
that's stupid. That's stupid.
I
It
hate
should have
it.
been from the
I hate
beginning.
it.
Yeah, if they wanted to get the game over with, they do 10th inning, nobody on base, 11th inning, first got one guy on first base,
No, if
and then
to be
and
honest with you,
then
if they wanted to get the game over with, they just have their captains go out and do rock paper scissors at home plate. Like, the fuck are we doing?
yeah. I I hate the ghost runner. I especially right off the rip. I think it's so stupid. I think you could
That's
play an inning
insane.
or
Because
two
bro,
without
how
it.
many games in the regular season are caused by the ghost runner on second, and then like you go back like in April and you're like, man, this freaking game that we went in the extra innings with, and we need that game now in October. And you know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
But
I get like being against it. I get being for it. It's kind of ties almost together in some way because I mean you're never going to make everybody happy at the end of the day. So they make a
no, you're
shitload
not.
of money one way, excuse me, one way or another. So it doesn't really matter. I think people have gotten like just used to it and just like kind of moved on. The best thing that's ever happened to baseball right now is the pitch clock to make these games just go faster because
Yeah,
now there's
I kind of don't mind that.
yeah. Well, the fact is that now, like, I'm sick in the head like this somehow. Every time, like, I get up from my couch watching the
Mhm.
game, I know I have like 10 seconds to do what I have to do real quick before the next pitch is thrown. Which is where last time I have like 45 seconds before the last pitch was thrown. So it was so
Yeah.
weird, and it's like, oh, if you're not like on target with that, then you, oh my god, I thought he was gonna hit that full court three. Um, it looks so good the whole time. Jesus Lord.
I don't think he got it off in time, but that would have been insane if he nailed that though.
Ugh, I think I just shit. Um, so yeah, I mean the pitch clock is great. So So in terms of back to WBC, I'm still gonna go with USA right now. But if they start doing that thing where these guys are leaving, then I'm probably just gonna be like, all right, well, Japan's probably gonna take this then.
And that would
So
be a smart play. Like, listen, I gave this out, was it last week? Where granted, Japan has a lot of problems right now as far as pitching depth is concerned with their roster, but plus 700 wouldn't look too bad.
true, true.
So
But well, let's get to the main point of the show, which is obviously college basketball and the March Madness that's coming up. But I believe that you have
but
something else that you would like to tell us.
yeah, before we get into that, let me talk to you about our friends over here at Pins and Aces. If you're serious about leveling up your golf game, not just how you play, but how you look, you got to check out Pins and Aces. They're a premium golf brand making apparel, bags, and accessories that actually stand out. We're talking high quality polos with clean, bold designs, plus some of the best looking head covers and gear in the game. It's the kind of stuff that platforms on the course, but also gets people talking about where you got it. Whether you're tearing up for a casual weekend round or showing up for a big outing, Pins and Aces has you covered with gear that's built to perform and turn heads. And it's easy too. Ships out of Colorado free on U.S. shipping of orders $70 or more. They even give you a free ball marker when your order is $50 or more. And here's the best part: we've got an exclusive deal for you. Head on over to pinsandaces.com and use promo code $bet. Get 21% off your next order. That's $bet for 21% off at Pins and Aces. Look good, play better, enjoy the game, and let them know that $bet sent you.
I'm telling you guys, there's nobody better at reading ads than this guy.
I can read.
I can, I can read. I can put two words together.
And listen, and everything that you guys spend on all of our promos and use our promo codes, because everything that you guys buy, we also get a commission for that. It will go right back into dollar bets. It'll help us grow. So please go on over to those sites, buy some merch, buy some stuff. It's great, great, great quality, whether it's the Aspire energy drinks or the Pins and Aces gear and stuff. You know, we got spring and summer coming up. You're gonna want to get on the golf course at least once or twice this year.
Oh
Go over
yeah.
to Pins and Aces.
Yep. I just got my shipment today actually with my King and Aces hat that I'm actually wearing right now.
Nice.
I love
Awesome.
I love it. And it came with like a little pin, like a little magnetic pin of the Kings and Aces as well. So
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
be rocking that next week probably when we during our live stream. But
Yeah, buddy.
so college basketball. This week obviously, you know, it kind of go back to what we talked about last week, how we have to adjust each week to how these games are going to go. We were talking about it last week how, with the first halves I was doing to how it kind of shifted with games being more tighter, games meaning more, that these games are now really just, getting
Yep.
just all in all, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Just anxiety based. Everything's tight. Everything's really tight. And
Yep. And I
with
gave you
that,
out the second
yeah,
halves last week. It was just a lot of these games, and it's just an eye test. You see it. A lot of these games, conference games towards the end of this year, just mean more. Like
hmm
January or whatever, they're just like, they're just getting over of coming back from, Christmas break. Kids are playing like all lazy and shit. But now that we're in February, we're getting close to March, teams start making these pushes. They want to get into a good rhythm. Uh, and a lot of like upsets happen too. Like this last week, it's crazy. And then that's another thing. A lot of these games now, like you don't know what to think. Like
no,
I'm not even going to count the Michigan Duke game. That was like watching a future national championship game. I'm not taking any stock out of Michigan. It's just Duke is just very, very good. They're a very good transitional defensive team. They got Michigan out of their element. And one of the main things was Michigan could not hit a shot to save their life. They couldn't hit a three, and they are really, really good at shooting threes. They could not hit a three.
Mhm.
Boozer took over that game, and it shows that he's a top 3 player. Like, when you have somebody that dominant, it's just easy, but they just suffocate you on defense. It's honestly insane. But I'm not gonna take any stock out of Michigan off of that one game against Duke. I still think that Michigan is a powerhouse. I liked Illinois tonight, but it's just that's off of just history. Illinois, I think, statistically is like 8-0 or something like that against Michigan in their last like 9 or something like that. I don't know. I saw a stat earlier that I was just like, wow, like that's insane. But that was
Mhm.
also when Juwan Howard was the head coach for Michigan. Um, but it's just
I
a lot of
just
these games, man. It's just
Mhm.
so close. You never know, and it's so hard to really, really, really dig deep and find
Just find
guaranteed bona
yeah,
fide winners.
just find the ones that you for months and months you were playing on. You found a little speck and you're just like, oh wow, I think I may have found something. And it's good for three
Yeah.
weeks, but then adjustments come and started to
Yes.
finally realize that in the middle of the week this week, which is why I kind of went towards the live section of it because the lot betting games live, like a lot of these teams, they just start off slow and they're not exuberating their energy so early so that they don't lose they lose out quick enough. But a lot of these games yesterday, like even the two games that I lost, like Lindenwood and Woodruff or Withrop or whatever the hell how you call it, they were down 10 points and they come roaring back and they all both lose by two. They both lose by three and they had the last shot to win the game. And it's just these better teams are just kind of just not lollygagging because that's the wrong word to use for this first half, but they're just not pushing their energy. Unless it's like middle of a Saturday where the crowd is going nuts. The basic college football atmosphere or college football kind of trumps it. But you get what I'm saying in terms of how like the crowd is going nuts for an important game. So
Yeah.
I just think I might be doing that live thing, for about a week or so until we get to like the nitty gritty, then or the conference tournaments really, and just to see how it kind of goes, and then probably go back to the basics before that or after that, I should say, and then before you know it, we'll get right up to March Madness.
And listen, don't be afraid. And I've said this all the time. Don't be afraid to fade yourself in March Madness. If you have a play and you give it out or whatever, and you're watching the game, don't be afraid to fade yourself. Go listen. This over is not going to hit. I'm going to live bet on the under on whatever the hell it is, and ride out with that because a lot of these games, and especially in March Madness, it's very you got to find like with some of these teams, you got to find like team total overs, uh, unders, first halves, winning margins and stuff like that. Because you honestly never know. Like the Fairleigh Dickinsons, the St. Peters, the Loyola Chicago's, the High Points, and all these other teams that come out, and you're like, man, this is crazy. But you're thinking that a team is going to blow them out by 40, and they're hanging in there in the first half, and you're like, well, I couldn't foresee this happening. But that's why a lot of those games where it's like first, second, third seeds that are going up against these, lower seeds, they have so much more to play for and they come out so slow half the time. So you're like wondering to yourself, man, they're only up by like 4 or 5 going into half. Whatever
Mhm.
that line is for that 1 through 4 seed, just hammer it. Like
Yeah.
whether it hits or not, hammer that second half whatever spread it is, because 9 times out of 10, that team blows them out by 40 because they just
Yeah.
can't hang that other team. Like, they can hang for a little bit. It's almost like playing with your food. They're like, "All right, we're
Mhm.
gonna let this team hang around for a while." But they do that in the first half on purpose. Second
Yeah.
half, though, you can't really do that because the minute you say, "All right, we're gonna fuck around with our food," you're hitting the 10-minute mark and it's still a ball game, and you're like, "Oh, shit."
Mhm. Well, there was a couple games. So
So
a team that was like known for that, really not playing with the food, but like you know being better in the first half is Iona College. There was one time where working in Jersey has its perks that I could bet on Iona, um, but the first half for Iona against the 15 seed, the 16 seed, the 13 seed, the 14 seed was always a lock. That was the one thing that
Mhm.
was always a lock because, like you said, these better teams just take their time. They don't rush. Meanwhile, the other team's going nuts because they're up by 11 points by halftime. They're like, oh, we can really do this. And then by the 15-minute mark, the home team or the better team, I should say, usually is up by like 13 at that point, and it was pretty much ball game at that point. So
Yeah.
yeah, there will be definitely a couple of those that I probably will take once March Madness comes because, like you said, it's very easy to kind of point it out. So like a team like Michigan, I don't see that happening to, but like a
No.
team like Houston, or I can see Arizona doing like that. Maybe even Kansas if Peterson decides if he wants to play or not, or even wake up. So
Bro, that's another thing. I
yeah,
can't stand
yeah,
that guy.
yeah. I mean, I will say this: the game the other day against was it Houston? He
Mhm.
definitely is the best player in college basketball, but
Of course.
he's 1,000% an asshole.
Oh, yeah. But going back to what you were saying, though, teams that I think that could get picked off, um, Houston is definitely one of them because I told you this the other night. If Houston gets down, they don't have a really good offense to bring themselves back into a ball game. Like their 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 whole play style is let's keep you close, let's drag you into deep waters, we're gonna suffocate you on defense, kind of like what Duke does. But if Houston gets down, and especially down to a team like, let's just say, if they got to go up against like High Point, High Point's like a really, really, really good offensive team. If High Point is against Houston and High Point's got like a 8 point, 9 point lead, I would live bet, High Point
hmm
any day of the week because Houston does not have the offensive power to bring themselves back into ball games. Same thing could
hmm
be said for Purdue. Purdue's one of those teams that like religiously, like you look at the bracket and you're like, all right, Purdue, it's Purdue, but then they find a way to Purdue themselves and lose to a Fairleigh Dickinson or something. I don't know. Um, there's a couple of them like Kansas can easily. Gonzaga, I think is one. Gonzaga, I don't like Gonzaga at all. I think they're going to get clipped the first round. They're going to be a
Yeah,
4 or 5 seed, and they're going to
uh,
get taken out by like a McNeese or Stephen F.
some
Austin or
BS
something.
Sanford or some garbage. Like I
Yes,
could
they're
definitely
going to
see
get
that.
clipped.
I could definitely see that. And it's weird because they came into the season as such a high, like, a high team. And then what was it, Michigan that beat the hell out of them? And everyone's like, whoa, maybe they're not that good. And then it turns out like, oh, maybe Michigan is that good. So I I think I'm still gonna lean towards, the experience of Florida because they seem to know exactly
Oh,
how to like
Florida's so good, man.
yeah, they know how to navigate throughout the whole season. I was watching them earlier this year, and I was just like, okay, it's kind of fell off a little bit. But then you watch them in the middle of the year, and it's like, okay, well, they're getting some of their swagger back. Now it's like, okay, yeah, they're a damn good team, and they easily can win it
Mhm.
all. So I think
Yep.
I might be riding high with them this year again. Although I still think Michigan's the best team in the country, so we'll see how they kind of line up with them. But that'll be a
Well,
hell of a
they're gonna
game.
be on opposite they're gonna be on opposite sides because right now, if I had to guess, top number 1 seeds, it's most likely gonna be Duke, Michigan, um, it's gonna be Duke, Michigan, Arizona, and then you got that last one where whether it be an Iowa State or,
hmm
uh, I don't even wanna say, uh, Purdue, but I doubt it. It all just depends on how the Big Ten plays out. Right now,
hmm
Michigan, though's on fire. They just went on like an 11-0 run.
Yeah, just
And as I
I've
say
actually
that,
turned it on.
Illinois scores. Um, but yeah, I think that this March Madness is going to be one of the craziest and unpredictable ones that we've ever seen. just because on it's just every week there's been upsets and games that like you're looking at and analytics will tell you that this is the right side.
Hmm. Yep. I think we lost you, Kev. You might have to come back out. Yeah, you might have to go out and come back in. Unless I'm the one that lost. Guys, am I lost? Am I out? You guys can hear me? I can't hear Kev. Okay, so Kev is out. Not okay. Kev, go back out or leave and then come back. But I'll kind of piggyback and try to see. So he knows more than I do, obviously, with this stuff. But I think
Can you hear me?
I've learned it. Yeah, now I can hear you, dude.
It's every time somebody joins in, I get like booted for some reason.
Yeah.
Um, but what I was saying before was just every week there's been a upset. Somebody has just been the betting line is telling you to take this team. It's the right play. Uh, and it's been the other way. Houston was like that last week against Arizona, and Kansas was like that on Monday. So
I mean, Kansas does have, with Peterson. Yeah, I'm assuming Peterson's going to play the tournament. I'd be shocked if he didn't because it's just more exposure for him, which is clearly what he's just looking at. But I don't know. Kev, are you talking? Because I can't hear you. If you are, I was looking at the screen and I see the thing going, and I'm like, okay. This is ravishing stuff, guys. Get locked in. But to his point, I don't see Michigan being beaten on one side, and I don't see the. Yeah, you back in, bud?
yeah, dude, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe see if try your. I was gonna say try your phone, but you know whatever you want to do. Let's see if it stays like this
Well,
now.
if it goes out again, then I might just go to my phone.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was basically saying is that I don't see like any team early on could beat Michigan. Anybody that comes out of that, I guess that bracket, and then on the other side, I feel the same way about Florida. But um, I think you were saying something about Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken, or you left off with there.
Yeah, Iowa State, I think probably is going to be uh one of the number one seeds, and then maybe like depending on what happens with Purdue and like the Big Ten tournament. Um, but I think Purdue can easily get clipped off. Iowa State, I really like.
I don't like Purdue. I never liked Purdue. I hate that.
I hate Purdue.
I hate the point guard or whatever the hell his name is. It annoys the hell out of me.
Oh, Braden Smith, yeah, he's like the number one guy over there. He just
Does this guy
he
play for like
takes
6 years now?
everybody at Purdue plays for 10 years.
That's a fair point. I feel like I've never seen. I feel like I've seen this guy ever since COVID, and I'm just like, okay, like when is this guy gonna retire and stop playing basketball? So I'm tired of looking at him. I think I was watching him last night or 2 nights. Was it last night, Michigan State? Yeah, last night. I'm like, this guy's still playing. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
So, so, but I think what we'll do actually when March Madness comes up is that we'll do a little a little Discord chat, a little Discord
yeah, Discord
bracketology.
exclusive.
Yeah, Discord
Yes.
only. And then we'll do like a YouTube only, and then something like that. Just to the people that are in the Discord that have been here since day one, I feel like they deserve their own little bracket before
Hmm.
the people on YouTube start showing. Which I don't know if you guys have really seen lately, but our last show is now approaching 100 views, which is an absolute amazing jump, and I can't wait
Yeah, it
for
was at like
us to put.
I think it was at like 20 this morning, and it went up to like 100 out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know we've promoted it a little bit, and I guess it just caught a second wind or third wind by somebody. And it's kind of branching out, so it tell your friends about us, please. Like, and I created that suggestion spot in our Discord for feedback from everybody because I want to
Yeah.
see how else we can grow. We had a great example was like, oh, we want the Discord a little bit, broken down how each sport is it, like which each sport is what, its own channel, perfectly fine. We have no problem doing anything like that. And if you think it benefits
Yeah.
us, which then it benefits you guys, which then benefits every single one of us, it's
It's
please, we're
anything to
open
make it
book.
easier for you guys. Like
Yeah.
anything to make it easier for you. Me and James are very accommodating. We could just always just we'll find a way or to figure it out. Like that's just how we do it.
Yeah. I mean, we're very devoted to this. We're very devoted to, and even though this is going to more so YouTube or, Apple Podcast, this Discord is never going away, one way or another. And the
No.
Discord is going to stay forever. Whether the show is just exclusively on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, whatever it may be, everything's still going to be here. So our bets and everything, like those are not going over there. They're staying here no matter what. So
Yep.
keep your notifications on. I know they're annoying because some of them have the like the channel is not. You have to like go into the actual channel and switch those notifications on, which is why every time I put it out play now that I'm trying to just add everybody because sometimes the notifications don't always work. Discord's not really known to
Yeah.
have really good notifications, especially as we continue to
That's
grow bigger.
that's why usually sometimes like I usually always at everyone. And then like when I put my plays out there, I'll add everybody like, hey, my plays are up, but I won't add anybody that's in the subcategory, like my best bets. I won't
Mhm.
add everybody in there. I'll just put them in there, but I'll let everybody know in the general members chat, like, hey, my plays are live. And that's another
Mhm.
thing too. Go to the DK socials, DraftKings. Like that's where all of my plays go. All of my plays are live in the DK socials. Um, so that's another way to easily find it. Like if you're following that social group, it will tell you, hey, you know, K Davis placed a bet or the real deal placed a bet, which is James. You'll be able to follow us in real time, like when we place our bets.
Yep. So before we get back to college basketball, and then we started this last week, but the people that are in the Discord, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do a little what we call a Discord parlay, where everybody who's in the show at this time will give like one play for tomorrow, then we'll put it in one parlay, for low amount of money, $5, whatever it is, and it's just gonna be exclusively to us. So that you've taken your time out of your day to go ahead and listen to us. So we kind of wanted to do a little thing for you guys. So by the end of the show, we're take a look at tomorrow's card if anybody's got any minute or so to look at it, and pick your favorite game. Drop it in the chat, and we'll build a parlay together at the end of the show. But before we get back to March Madness, I believe Kev, you may have one more thing to say to us and our friends.
Yeah, I got one more. This one comes from another one of our friends of the show called Strong Coffee. If you're looking to upgrade your coffee and actually get more out of it, check out strongcoffeecompany.com. This isn't your average cup of coffee. Strong Coffee combines organic coffee with 15 grams of protein, 5 grams of MCTs, and adaptogens like ashwagandha and L-theanine to give you clean, focused energy without the jitters and crash. It's designed to boost mental clarity, productivity, and sustained energy while still tasting just as good, if not better, than your normal coffee. We've also got lattes packed with collagen, healthy fats, and nutrients that actually support your body while you drink it. So, whether you're starting your day or need that midday reset, this is a smarter, healthier way to get your coffee in. Head on over to strongcoffeecompany.com and use the promo code DOLLARBET to get 20% off your next order. That's DOLLARBET for 20% off at strongcoffeecompany.com.
I don't know what's better, you reading the ads or you pronouncing the word coffee as strong as it may be.
Coffee. Coffee.
Just
Coffee.
emphasis on the coffee.
C A W F E. Coffee.
Coffee. Oh God. All right. So, do you have any last thoughts about madness coming up? We'll go back to it, because we still about what 2 weeks before or 3 weeks before it even
Yeah.
comes up. So,
Mhm.
um,
Tomorrow, I want to get into some of the things about tomorrow.
oh, okay, all right, good.
And some of the stuff with tonight too, because in this is why they call it the Fun Belt. So in the Sun Belt right now, if all of these teams were to win, and I mean it's highly unlikely, but there was a scenario where if Louisiana Monroe, Coastal Carolina, Texas State, Arkansas State, Southern Missouri, and Georgia Southern were to all win tonight, there would be a seven-way tie for first place in the Sun Belt. Like,
Oh,
yeah, a seven-way tie, and for the number one seed in the Sun Belt.
that's
That's just how
who
crazy
gets
this
it then?
season
If
is.
it ended, like, is there a tiebreaker or is there like a
Yeah, but it's one of those fugazi tiebreakers where it's like, oh, they had a better like home record than away record, or their strength of schedule
that's
was
not
better than
fun.
this guy's, and they've had more quad one games than this team's had quad one games. Um, so,
Yeah, it's no fun.
but
It's no
it's not
fun.
going to matter anyway because Troy's beating Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah, so
Um,
there goes that.
so yeah, that just flew up there like a lead balloon.
There's one team that I'm actually really like. Probably the first round of the March Madness tournament, depending on where they draw. But
Go on,
Miami, Miami, the U,
Hurricanes.
yeah, depending on who they play, I'm
Mhm.
85% sure that I'm taking them no matter what. I love that team. I love that team. I think they're good. I think they should have beaten Virginia. Fuck Virginia. I can't stand Virginia. Um, they should have beaten Virginia, and I just like the way the team is made up. I think they played a good game against Georgia earlier too, or in the year, but they have a lot of talent, and depending on if they're a 12 seed or an 11
Hey,
seed,
listen,
that's going to be
no,
my upset.
no, 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 no. Right now, they're slated to be an 8 or 9 seed, and I'm telling you,
Oh, that's my team.
if they are an 8 or 9 seed, and they're knocking on Purdue's door,
There it is.
there it is.
Yep.
That's one of those teams. Miami is one of those teams where they could easily go into a vulnerable number one like Purdue, um, who we talked about. I mean, shit, even Ohio, Iowa State. Uh, they have a lot of flaws in their Houston. Like,
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm telling you, man. I've watched them a couple games because I bet on them, and then I've had them on the side TV. I like the way they
Yeah,
play. They're gritty as hell,
there's
which is crazy to say,
there's one team that
but
I really love too. It's a mid-major team,
go for it.
the USF Bulls. USF
Who are
Bulls. Okay, they are 20th in tempo in the nation. They're ninth on offensive rebounding. They're first in second chance points. They're first in free throw attempts. They're 29th in steals in the nation, and they're eighth off of points off of turnovers. This team, it's like an Alabama light. I think their head coach was an assistant on Alabama like 2 or 3 years ago under Nate Oates. They play with like the same intensity where they just want to just run, 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 run the whole game, and they've been very, very, very feisty this year.
hmm
Telling you, keep your eye out for USF. I would hate it if USF was matched up against Miami 8-9. Like that would
No, that would
be
ruin it.
worst case scenario. That would be
Yeah.
worst case scenario. But honestly, that's one team where you're like watching and you look at the bracket and you're like, huh, USF is might have a shot for the Sweet 16. Just know you heard it here first.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll have those as our like little Cinderella guys, our teams for right now before the bracket gets released. And I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but I know we're supposed to go to Atlantic City Wednesday night before the tournament. But maybe we
Hmm.
do a show that Tuesday night before tournament.
Oh,
That way we
absolutely.
can
There's
get
going to
some.
be playing games.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do them during the playing games, and we'll do a nice little quick show, just basically talking about each game, and maybe we'll make a Discord kind of bracket for everybody.
And we'll probably give out whether we do one on Tuesday, maybe we do one on Wednesday, give out our bets that we'd like for the Thursday, Friday games. Because listen, if we're going to be in AC,
Yeah.
it might be a little hard for us to make bets on the fly. So we'll probably give
Absolutely.
those out on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
A lot of
all
good
right.
games though tomorrow, man. A lot of good
Yeah,
games.
I was looking through the slate right now to figure out. I have my team that I'm going to go with. Um,
Hmm.
for everybody in the Discord, write in the chat if you think tomorrow. See if you have any games on your mind. We'll let you guys rumble through it. Right now, my team right now I'm going to go with is Louisville money line against Clemson.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
yeah. I'm looking at the past games. I'm looking like how the spreads kind of fluctuated between the two teams. Uh, it just seems like the way that Louisville plays, they could score a
Yep.
lot more than Clemson, but obviously Clemson's defense is a little bit better. But I'm gonna probably, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Louisville on this. They shoot more threes than Clemson. They make them at a higher rate too. But I hope so. And the one thing that's been pissing me off lately is free throws. And as you know this, they shoot one more free throw and they shoot 6% higher than Clemson at free throws. So I'm going to go with the team that could shoot the free throw the best, which means the guy who shoots 87% for the year will go 2 of 17 from the line. And the guy who's 22% from the line from the year from Clemson will go 6 for 6 perfectly. He'll probably shoot the ball backwards. It'll go in like it's nobody's business. And then I'm wondering, why do I bet on college basketball? They are just kids. So, what is your team? Or
As
your
of
bet, I should say.
right now, this is a plug your nose. Okay, hold your nose. And you're probably gonna be like, really?
I'm congested as hell
I
right
gotta,
now, so I am already plugged. Go for it.
I gotta watch this game. 12 o'clock. We're going to the Patriot League. Boston versus American. Give me Boston on the money line. Don't ask me why.
Can
Boston
we even
money
bet it?
line against American. What?
Can we even bet it?
Yeah, I believe we can bet it.
I can't find it.
It should be there.
Unless they took it down.
They might have taken it down. Rat bastards.
Wait, I gotta find this
I
now. Hold
just
on.
saw it before.
Boston University, American. Oh no, it's playing DC. 12 o'clock. Why can't I find it?
Maybe they don't have the lineup yet.
Maybe.
I just saw it. I just saw it this morning.
Boston. No, I can't find it. All right.
Yeah, no,
Um.
it says no available bets. All right,
Oh,
we're gonna pivot. Go. All right, hold on. Before we do that, I'm gonna look for another game. But
okay.
I want to read off some of the big games this weekend. We got Virginia at Duke. Um,
Duke's
this
gonna
is a
smoke them.
litmus test.
Duke's gonna smoke them.
Here's the thing. I feel like everybody's going to think that because of how Duke played against Michigan. Virginia is a very, very good. They are a very good team as of late. They've been playing very good. So I'm interested in that game. Kansas and Arizona. We talked about that earlier, where
Hmm.
it's like the line is screaming for you to take Kansas, but I feel like Arizona's going to blow them out. But you don't know what Darren Peterson you're going to get. So that one's a toss up. Iowa State, Texas Tech. That's another good game. Bama, Tennessee. Arkansas and Florida. That game has me intrigued. Um, you know what? Screw it. That's the bet. Arkansas, Florida, over. Just root for points.
Always
And
like rooting for
I'm just gonna
points.
leave it at that. That is my bet. Arkansas, Florida, over.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay.
168 and a half.
I got
Um,
169. Nice.
and then Gonzaga and St. Mary's. It's not a great game, but it's 11:30 at night. You're looking for something to watch. It's kind of like, it's imprinted in our brains ever since we were
Mhm.
kids. Gonzaga St. Mary's. Um, but the sicko schedule. Wright State, Northern Kentucky Horizon League. That's on at 7 o'clock. That one has big implications for seeding for the Horizon League. Like I said before, the Boston versus American game. That's got huge implications for the Patriot League. Toledo versus Mac. That's on at 4 o'clock.
Mhm.
Um, Ohio Valley, Tennessee State, UT Martin. That's a battle for the second seed, I think. I believe in that conference. That's on at 2 o'clock. You could do a multi-view at 2 o'clock with Tennessee, UT Martin, and then Queens, Central Arkansas. That's for the second seed in the Atlantic Sun. That's also going to be another great game. The Big West, 1 through 3 seeding. Right now, the leader in the Big West is Hawaii. No idea. But Hawaii plays Cal State Fullerton at 7. Cal State Northridge plays UC Riverside at 8 o'clock, and then UC Irvine plays UC Santa Barbara at 10:30. That whole Big West conference right now is locked, tied. So whether one loses, one like Hawaii's in first, they can drop to the 3 seed. I think UC Irvine's the 3 seed. They can move up to the 1 seed if the other two teams lose. So those are some of the mid-major games to keep in mind for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. All right. So Juan put Grand Canyon plus 10.5 on here,
Yep.
and I'm waiting to see if any of the other guys want to put something in there. If not, then maybe we'll add just one more as a collective agreement, and then
Well, I know for a fact John and his dad, they're both listening in. So uh, just type in a play in the chat. Just who you like. John, you want to put down Duke? I'll put down Duke for you.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't mind putting down Duke for sure.
We'll put down Duke out of respect. So
Okay. Are we
put down
good to
Duke.
cover the spread? Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I like them to bury them. They're like minus 700, but I'm in there for
yeah, no,
bear
we'll put him minus 10.5.
minus and a half. Okay.
Who did Juan have? Juan had
Going
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
You and those
So
antelopes, bro.
it's
Grand Canyon was one of my teams back in the day.
yeah, always what the 11 p.m. games, right? Were they
Like
11?
10, 11, yeah.
Yeah. When you're done with the whole day, you
Grand
just had basketball practice or some
Club.
shit. Yep.
Yep. All right.
So all right, so we have Louisville, Grand Canyon, uh, Grand Canyon plus ten
Louisville,
and a half
Grand Canyon.
over.
You have Louisville money line or minus 1.5?
Oh, money line, money line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over in Arkansas, Florida.
And then Duke minus 10.5.
Duke minus 10.5.
All right, I'm in. I was like, how do I have money in my account? And then I just realized, oh yeah, Miami of Ohio. I think I'm done betting tonight, honestly, because I don't like any other game.
Well, I have this Georgia State game plus 1.5. This game is just a dogfight right now. I've been having this game on the whole night. It's like back and forth. And
I
then I
thought
got
about taking
Akron.
Michigan live, but I lost my chance of doing that.
Oh, you'd still take. I mean, my Illinois is like going the way that they're playing. Michigan might win this game by 30.
Yeah, what are they up by 7 already? Yeah, jeez. But that would have turned that taken. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right, so my bet's in.
Andre, you got anything?
I already put the bet in, so he's out. He had enough time.
All right.
So all
All right.
right,
Yeah, I
well,
got it in too. It's 11:55. So.
yep. If you're in the betting cord on DK, we're not going to put this out to anybody in the general members chat because the hold on, I'm reading something. Oh, sorry. But yeah, we're not going to put this out in the general members chat because you guys have stuck around with us this whole time. So this is exclusive for you guys. If anybody needs to bet, just text me. I'll send it to you, or text Kevin. He'll send it to you, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
But on that note, thank you everybody for joining the show. It was a great show. And again, thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with us this whole time. Thank you so much for growing with us. Thank you so much for putting us on the map. We're just going to keep growing more and more, and we cannot appreciate
Juan,
you
I
guys
got you.
enough.
Yep.
Damn it, Juan, you never listen. You never listen to me, you bastard. So, anyway, again, thank you so much, everybody. I cannot wait to keep continuing to do this every day. I wish we could do this every single day, honestly. And you know what? Hopefully, if we get to a point where we can, I'm going to enjoy every single moment of it. That's for damn sure. So, thank you to
Yep.
our sponsors. Thank you to Pins and Aces. Thank you for was it Strong Coffee? I'm sorry,
Strong Coffee
and
Company and Aspire Energy Drink.
Aspire. I think I'm so congested, dude, that I say Aspire like I'm saying asparagus, and I'm just like, all right, this is done. So anyway,
Wow.
thank you guys. We will talk to you guys next week.
And be on the lookout for Tuesday.
Yep,
Tuesday exclusively in the Discord. I'm going to be doing my college conference tournament preview exclusively in the Discord, nowhere else. So you got to be in on the Discord if you want to hear it.
yep, and I'll pop in just to say what's up and act like I know who the hell plays where. So, gentlemen, have a good night. Talk to you guys
Been a
soon.
pleasure.
Later.
See ya. Stay safe.